And I want to preface it by saying I have struggled with the mental game as much as anyone. I don't want people to be like, oh, this guy is, got it all figured out. I think that for me, I've probably struggled as much as anyone there. I had really a lot of anger issues as a kid. I mean, still even in my 20s, and that would carry me onto the golf course. And even still, I'll have moments where I'm like, man, that's something I'm still having to work through. So give yourself a break, I think, always, to understand that old habits die hard. They're really challenging sometimes, even if a habit isn't good for you. Again, the mind loves to latch on to habits, whether it's smoking or getting mad or things are bad for you. Sometimes it is challenging to break that. So that's the first step. But to me, the attitude of gratitude is just, you just have to have more gratefulness in golf and in life, because there's so many people I play with in tournaments that they just take it for granted. Like, do you realize how lucky you are to have money that you can buy golf clubs, that you can pay for, course fees or tournament fees, to pay for an instructor, to have a smartphone? Like, when you really, I know it's like kind of corny in a sense, but like when you just study gratitude and what it can do for the mind, it really just has such a big impact on just making golf and life better. I try and be as grateful as I can, whether it's saving $1 at the store on something, or, having a great conversation with the person in the pro shop, or, just driving out to the golf course. I am like a kid that is so giddy, and I try and remember what it was like when I was 14, 15, going out. My parents would drop me off. I'd be there all day. That's what you need to have, as an adult too. We just get so hard on ourselves. And I think the reason that we don't have that gratitude is because we get into expectations, and we should play good. We should beat this person. We should do this. And that's a whole nother part of the book, and just golf in general is getting rid of those expectations. But for me, what I do on the first hole before every round, I mean, when I drive to tournaments, I am literally like on cloud nine. Even if I played terrible the day before, it's a new day. You have no idea what can happen the next day in golf. And so to me, it's just being conscious and being like, man, I'm excited. There's a lot of people that would trade lives with you right now. There are a lot of people that don't have the physical abilities, the financial abilities to play golf. So really just like starting there. And then when I get on the first hole, before they call my name in a tournament or before we're teeing off, I don't know where I read this, but I just kind of gaze off in the distance and try and focus on something and just be like, man, I'm excited. I'm grateful. Like this, you just never know if this is your last round or this is the round you play the best. You just never know. And so to me, it just starts before the round even begins. And that is literally from the moment I wake up to those golf days to finishing. I just try and stay grateful and appreciative, because there's a lot of people that would trade lives with you in a heartbeat. Yeah, golf is the ultimate first world problem. And so it's like, you just gotta be grateful out there. But I think that a lot of reason people aren't grateful and they just take it for granted is because they've been doing it for so long, and or it's that expectations. If you go out there and think I have to shoot, my handicap, or I have to break 80, or I have to beat this guy every single time, it's making it more of a chore than something that's fun to do. And everyone knows when you're more relaxed and you're playing and enjoying yourself, you're gonna play better, versus if you're trying to force everything, you're trying to hit every shot exactly like you want. And if it doesn't happen, you don't you get mad and you don't, really just enjoy the moment. It's like you just have to go out there with less expectations, and I can almost guarantee you're going to play better. I always just I started writing even on my yardage books lately. It doesn't matter. Like it really doesn't matter. Like if I hit a thin 7-iron and it still ends up on the green, it doesn't matter. If I hit it, if it's bad, it doesn't matter. Like my life's still going to be fine. Like we're not playing golf to feed the family here, 99.9% of us, right? So it's like when you do that, you just kind of free up though. And then you kind of like forgive yourself, or give yourself the ability to hit some bad shots, because when's the last time you played 18 holes and didn't hit a bad shot? Like it just doesn't happen. I'm sure when Jim Furyk shot 58, I'm pretty sure he still had a bad shot or two in there, even though he shot, a PGA Tour record. So just not having as much expectations and trying to force things will allow you to free up and just be more grateful that you're out there teeing it up and giving the golf gods a run for it.